Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Patrick Dix coming at you in a live stream. When you come in, just put your city or state or and other identifying information. I appreciate you joining my live screen. Live stream. I am getting some other things situated while we wait for people to come in. All right, so I know you see the topic. Tonight, I'm not going to take too much of your time up. I'm going to talk about the Trump indictment. I'm going to talk about Walmart automation, the recession, and the US dollar declining. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and share my screen so we can go ahead and get situated. So when people come in, I can go ahead and make it do what it do, as we say from the country. Make sure this is 200%. Hey, how you doing, Yogi Bandana? Nice to meet you. So I know we've had a lot going on in the world right now. From Donald Trump getting indicted, the articles I posted about Walmart and even McDonald's laying people off, telling its corporate staff to stay home for pending layoffs. And the recent news is about the yen, the Chinese dollar, being the superior dollar in the world. I'm going to be honest, there's a lot going on right now, and I hope everyone is taking suit of what's going on, and I hope everyone is pretty much, on their P's and Q's, because there's a lot going on right now. Oh, thank you, Amika. Yeah, I will be on Erica's channel on Tuesday night, and we will be talking about artificial intelligence and some other cool stuff. So you can check in on Tuesday evening. Her and I are going to be doing another stream to talk about AI eliminating jobs and, how it's going to impact everyone. So one of the first things I want to show people, I've told people to go research my dissertation. I put the link in there. So you're going to be able to see my whole name. There is no other way I could get around it, but this is what it is. So I have been talking to people since 2018 about automation, and this is my actual published research. So I know we are big on receipts in the world, so I am actually showing my receipt. This is my published dissertation from 2020. I started writing this in 2018. And I posted a couple of articles from 2016, some stuff from 1982 I didn't use. So right here, you'll see this is the actual dissertation. This is the first 24 pages. So when I talk to people and when I have online streams, I like people to know this is legit. I'm not just someone that got some job by night degree or whatnot. I actually went to school, flew to Pittsburgh once a month from 2017 to 2020, and sat in class. So, how you'll know what other credentials people don't have. These are all of mine right here: Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Master of Business Administration, emphasis in Information Technology Management, and Doctor of Science. Those were the people who actually were on my degree. And right here is the copyright. So this is a copyrighted document. So one of the things I wanted to just start off and share with people is right here, I was talking about what's going on 3+ years ago. So it's not new to me. And, I've been trying to share this information with people for the last, 5 to 6 years. So I'm even talking about it in the research. So if you want to, you could pay money to get the whole dissertation. But if you go to the link on a computer, these are what you'll see, the first 24 pages. As you see right now, talking about the Industrial Revolution, the Ford, robots, all of the same stuff we're encountering now. So this is what it is. So if you all have never seen what a dissertation looks like, mine was about 112 pages or 80 to something pages, straight to the point. This is it. Can't get my words out. This is what it is. So abstract, etc. Acknowledgements. I'll skip over those. But yeah, I focused on them automating them. I focused on the world automated manufacturing in South Carolina. And the same thing that's happened in South Carolina is going to happen to the rest of the world. So I just wanted to show a glimpse of that to people. You know, they always asked, and I'm one of those people that freely share information. This is what I got gathered my research from or whatnot. So I just wanted to start this stream off by showing that, because we're going to have a lot of people that come up, excuse me, trying to talk about research and everything else. I have a live document right here. So to any of the, I guess they could say trolls or naysayers to say I'm not a legit person, this is what it is. I never encountered that, but this is what it is. So I am going to proceed to talk about what I came to talk to y'all about today. So if you have any questions about the research or whatnot, feel free to put it in the comments and we'll take it from there. So first thing we're going to talk about, I have taken notes. We're going to talk about the indictment with Donald Trump. Y'all can post in the comments. I know I don't talk about a lot of political stuff, but to be honest, I truly think the United States has more important problems to worry about than the indictment with Donald Trump. I would share that with anyone. To be honest, yes, technology is still a worthwhile career, Black Baron. The world is going to revolve around technology. There is no other way to get around it. From Walmart automating their facilities, the thing is, excuse me, people still have to learn how this types of stuff works. So technology is still the right kind of career to choose. Blue collar or technology. You're either going to work with your hands or you're going to work with your brain, or you're going to work with both. Due to my background, you know, I grew up on a farm and my dad had my brother and I putting cars together when we were about 5 and 10 years old. I pretty much have a background of both. So yes, Princess died. Yeah, I'll go through the comments and stuff. I appreciate that. So the thing with Donald Trump, I think it was a waste of time. Let's just be honest. It has nothing to do with what's going on in the world right now. And the reason I'm just going to briefly cover is because we have very serious problems going on right now. I was stating earlier about our dollar. We have people losing their jobs. We have the economy in a recession. Regardless if you think about it or not, we are already in a recession. And the thing is, people are really, really in trouble right now if they don't step up and try to do something. So when you think about when they indicted Donald Trump, it was really, to me, a charade. It was something to take your mind off the most important issues, which is the recession, the economy, and everything going on. So that's why I'm only going to cover it. I mean, there's not really too much to cover it. I mean, as the case progresses, I will talk more about it. But I have my political views. You know, I plan to get into politics very soon, and I will definitely, you know, decide what I'm going to do. But I have a future in politics. There's just so much going on. I've told people, you know, I would like to be the voice for everyone. And I'm definitely, if you watch my PBS special, I even talk about it in the end. I am definitely getting into politics. So there is no other way to, I think that's my calling. You know, I like speaking up for people, regardless of what race, agenda you are, socioeconomic class. So yes, big discussion, 76 science and technology. Hey, what's going on too? I appreciate you watching. I'm going to go back through a lot of my comments as the stream goes forward. But the big thing now is, I know everyone saw this. Let's see, Walmart. And I've even posted on my Instagram and LinkedIn. Walmart started in 2016 automating jobs. I will pull the article up. So for everybody out there that y'all know works in a Walmart warehouse or works in these simple task jobs as I have deemed it on my stream and as I have deemed it on Erica's stream. I'm going to pretty much be honest. The days of working a very simple job thinking you're going to get over on people is over. You must have a skill set. You will not get around in this world anymore not having a job or having a skill set. The biggest thing now is you must retrain and you must prepare. So we've all been to Walmart at one point or time in our life. You've had your cashiers, you had people bagging the food, you had your buggy people. You know, I worked in the tire and lube in Walmart in college, so I got to see a lot of other intricate workings, but people are just tired of people getting over. I mentioned that in one of my videos, and I've also mentioned that to a lot of people. You cannot make it in the United States anymore without a skill set. There is no other way around it. If you work at Walmart or you work at any place to where you know your job potentially can be automated, you need to retrain. You could reach out to me for a consultation. You can research. I'm here to help you. But the what it boils down to is you're going to have to retrain. You're going to have to get a different skill set. If all you were and have been as a bag regrocer your whole life, you're not going to make it. 2, if you are going to school for any kind of liberal arts degree, if you're going to school for some social justice degree, calling it what it is, or any kind of degree that is not giving value to society, you will not have a job in the future. There is no other way to say it. I research, I look at this stuff all the time. The things that are really going to keep people employed are the blue collar skills and your STEM skills. Healthcare, your science, your technologies, your engineering, and your math. Cashiers, you even have lawyers that are going to become obsolete. Simple task jobs, factory workers, manufacturing workers, anybody that does anything that's repetitive or moving one job, moving something one to the next, you are obsolete. And I am not even joking about that. If you don't believe me, we will go through articles and continue to play around with how the world is moving forward. The cost of rent is going up. The cost of living is high. I spent about $300 last week on groceries, and it appears, groceries are continuing to go up. The cost of living is going to be so high to where some people are going to have to work 3 to 4 jobs. You have the big city like Atlanta. I live in South Carolina, where everybody wants to move to Atlanta. The average person in America does not make about $30,000 to $40,000. I was looking yesterday on an article. The average person in the world, as a matter of fact, the average male in the world, we're going to go to male, men, and women. So let's look up men. I looked at this yesterday while I was heading someplace. Let's see what average yearly salary of men worldwide. Oh, spelled that wrong, but come on. Let's see. Found the article yesterday. I bet I can't find it now. That's from 2013. Oh, I found the article yesterday, y'all. It told me it was about $22,000 for the average income of men worldwide. I might have to come back to this on a different stream, but I like to show y'all actual data of what's going on. So I will come back to that. That crossed my mind just now. I'll come back to that about the worldwide income, but it's not much as you think it is. So Walmart is automating their warehouses. As you can see right here, Walmart will boost sales by $130 billion over 5 years. Let's see. 130 divided by 5 is $26 billion a year. That means no cashiers. That means much of the supply chain is going to be automated. They're still going to have people to store, but what Walmart is really going to do is invest money into a lot of the online deliveries, and tech people are still going to be needed because those systems have to be maintenance, and they're going to have to fix, and somebody's going to have to fix them. So you're going to go into stores, say there's 500 people working in a Walmart store, they might be can cut it down to 100. Regardless of what people think, automation cannot restock items on a shelf. So somebody still has to do that delicate work, but they're only going to be paying you $9 to $10 an hour. That's pretty much what you're going to get paid. So Walmart is already talking about automating their houses, not houses, their warehouses. And even last year, we sent an article about Walmart in Texas was converting some of their facilities to straight automation. Y'all know what this is really targeted as is Walmart never wants to see excuse me, Walmart never wants to cease production ever again. If a pandemic happens, computer systems y'all had a long day, excuse me. Computer systems can still drive and keep everything working. That means somebody from another state or country can go through a VPN and they can log in and troubleshoot a system. Automation will improve how merchandise arrives at the stores. Basically, computer systems been using what they call RFID, which is radio frequency identifiers. If you've ever seen people at Walmart with those handheld scanners, they're scanning a barcode. It could tell them what they need. It talks to a system, and they ship specifically that item to a store that needs or uses more. So that's what Walmart is doing. Walmart is continuing to innovate. So if y'all see me looking down, I'm looking at the live chat on my phone too, and I have it on StreamYard in case something comes up. So Walmart looks to compete with Amazon, known for fast delivery. The retail giant thinks that its automated fulfillment centers could set a new precedent. Yep. Look at this right here. This announcement comes after Walmart recently went through layoffs at 5 of its U.S. e-commerce warehouses, affecting more than 2,000 positions. Yeah. So Walmart, as I've said over numerous years, Walmart is investing money and they can take a loss. But let me tell you, once Walmart gets this down, other companies are behind the scenes talking to Walmart. You think about Wendy's, you think about McDonald's. I'm going to go to the McDonald's article. You think about these other companies. Once Walmart gets its system of doing things correctly down, other companies are going to copy it. So that's where job losses come from. Look right here. Ferner said automation will result in less labor. What are the things I've said on my channel and talked on Erica's channel about? And I've even said this a little while ago, repetitive jobs, manual labor. And you'll have some people say, oh, well, that'll free people up to have a better life. No, there is no universal based income that is coming to pay you to sit at home while you do nothing. That is not happening. The larger bit, there'll be new roles that are more there will be new roles that emerge that will be more technical. Y'all can put this in the comments. How many times have I said when they talk about technical, they're talking about technology. They're talking about making the systems work, analytical and technical. I have not even looked at this article before I talked to y'all. That's telling me already people that build these actual robots, like the blue collar people and people that are in the tech field, are going to be the most needed people with Walmart. They're going to be able to pay you $150,000 a year to be a software engineer or to troubleshoot their stuff, because the technology aspect of it is going to be so big to where if it goes down, it drives everything to where they have to keep it running. Yeah. A lot of lower level jobs will be cut. Look right here. This is basically saying your ass is going to get eliminated. A lot of these lower level jobs will be cut, but they'll redirect these employees to other jobs that require less manual labor. In other words, that's saying we're trying to get you out the door. They're not saying that, but you got to read between the lines. And for two, Walmart, set the precedent with raising the minimum wage. I don't know if y'all know this, but paying everybody so much money an hour is killing their bottom line. What about the baby boomers? Baby boomers, I'm going to be honest. If you're a baby boomer, you should at least be close to retirement or have some money saved up, or you're going to have to get a new skill set too. Yogi Bandana, you're going to have to get a new skill set. You're just like the younger folks. There's the need to go through several articles right there. But Walmart automation, I'm going to pull the article up from 2016. Walmart, Lowe's, and Whole Foods are banking on this to compete with Amazon. This is from 2016. Y'all see that right there? There's a Lowe's robot. Robots can make sushi, noodles, and burgers. Walmart recently patenting self-driving shopping carts. Yep. This is from 2016. So Walmart was already ahead of this, trying to work on this. I've said this before. Companies, it's just like building a bridge or fixing something. It takes time to get it down right. Once they get it right, it is over. I want y'all to go. You can go look on YouTube. Look at the videos of people laughing at Elon Musk. Y'all remember when SpaceX was testing the booster rockets to land back on the actual landing pad back in the ocean? People laugh. Elon Musk is a private company, and he has a contract with NASA. Nobody's laughing now when he's getting paid all those billions of dollars. That's the thing I've told people. They're going to get automation not correctly. They're going to get automation to where it works correctly. Once it works correctly, it is over. The troubleshooting days are here. They're going to perfect it. Once they perfect it, it is over. It's the same thing with Kim Jong-un. People always laugh at Kim Jong-un over there launching those missiles, saying, oh, they go 2,600 feet and crash. I said, eventually North Korea is going to get it correct, and nobody's going to be laughing. I want everybody listening to the stream or the replay, always remember, people laugh until you get it right. Then when you get it right, it's like, uh-oh, this is serious. Yes, this is very serious now. Let people continue to laugh. So this is from 2016. Whole Foods. I've shopped at Whole Foods. Some of y'all still shop at Whole Foods. Have iPad kiosks that let customers order food from the on-site kitchen. For the people that are coming into the stream, this is from 2016 right here. And this is 7 years ago. Robots also make good workers that never need a vacation, get sick, and arrive at work 100% trained. So this is from 2016. They were trying to do this. And Walmart is setting up the stage for every company. Let me get this thing off of my LinkedIn page, and I'll show y'all the actual article to where they eliminated a bunch of people. Y'all give me 1 sec. I can pull this actual article up. If it pulls up. All right, I might come back to that because I found an article. Oh, here we go from January 11, 2020. This is right before the pandemic happened. Walmart wants to build a 20,000 square foot automated warehouses with fleets of robot grocery pickers. Let me zoom in so y'all can see that. This is from 2020. This is 2020, y'all. This is before the pandemic even happened. So what we're facing now is not anything new. So this is basically saying all of these warehouses, they're going to build them in areas to where people are at. And this is 3 years ago. They have perfected it, or they're still tweaking the bugs, as we say in the programming world, beta testing. Yeah, started talking to Walmart in 2016. I even saw where Wendy's, let's see. Wendy's and so talk to your friends and your family, even if you're one of the people, let them know. No, this is what it is from here on out. Look at this for 2017. Everybody's been in a fast food place recently or before. This is from 2020. I mean, not 2017. Wendy's is responding to the rising minimum wage. I even talk about this in my dissertation. So all the people y'all know out there that actually want to fuss about minimum wage, y'all know how companies get rid of people? Right here, Wendy's is responding to the rising minimum wage by replacing humans with robots. This is from March 3rd, 2017. So y'all could comment in the comments and tell me, how are y'all feeling about this? I knew this was coming. This is why I was trying my best to forewarn people and just talk to them and say, hey, you have to get a new skill set. One of my family members works in a facility. He told me they had a meeting with them last week and told them it's a Kimberly Clark. He told me in 3 to 4 years, they are automating the facility. He said they had a meeting with them and told them that. So a lot of people don't know what Kimberly Clark is. So when the pandemic happened, Kimberly Clark was doing like the toilet paper. This is what they've always built for any people that work there. This is what Kimberly Clark does. They do like Huggies, all of this stuff. They do detergents. You probably been in a bathroom and saw Kimberly Clark on stuff. So let me zoom in so y'all can see that. So this is what Kimberly Clark does. And he told me they are automating the facility. So any of the people that you know that work in manual labor jobs, I would tell them I would be real scared of how the world is going right now, because this was just Walmart. And we're going to talk about like layoffs. McDonald's, y'all know it's bad when McDonald's want to lay people off. So even though this is the headquarters, this tells you if the headquarters is planning to lay people off, how many restaurants do they plan to underachieving restaurants? So what restaurants do they plan to close? So McDonald's corporate job cuts will be in the hundreds. So this means that many of the stores are not performing, or the restaurants. So you cut the people off right here. I hate when this happens. Y'all excuse me. Let me find. Waiting for it to come up. So again, while that article is coming up, McDonald's and other places are bringing in kiosks. They're doing what they can. But I just want people to realize what is happening out here in the real world. Okay. Finally came up. So McDonald's is closing its field offices in the U.S. as it moves to a national model. Organizational restructuring across the country will now go virtual. So they're trying to cut costs already. If y'all don't know, McDonald's, with all of the condiments, the food, the fuel to get the trucks there, these prices of inflation are pretty much killing them, and they are trying to cut costs at all means. Next, I can see with how things are going, they're eventually going to cut workers. And that's where all those kiosks are coming from. You know, if you go to any McDonald's now, they pretty much have the online ordering. If you haven't noticed this, companies are forcing people to go to automation. A lot of people are like, well, I don't plan to go to it. No, McDonald's is telling you, you order online and pick up, or you go to the kiosk. They are eliminating jobs and everything. Zella 20, is everybody on this live in the tech field? Not to my knowledge, Zella 43, they can put it there in a tech field. But even if you are in a tech field, you know, I've even said you're going to have to retrain. There are different skill sets I'm learning, you know, even in the education field. And to piggyback off what Zella 43 is saying, what's eventually going to happen is, if you don't go ahead and retrain, by the time you decide to retrain, the price of college and technical schools are going to go up, and it's going to be so expensive to go to school. It is already expensive to go to school, but you're going to have an influx of people trying to go. And the thing is, where are these people going to go work at? That's why I'm telling folks, You need to retrain. You need to learn how this technology works, and you need to see if your job can be eliminated. That's what you need to be doing. And if you have family members, if you went to school for, we're going to just say the bullshit degree, I'm being honest, you got to get a different job. I went to school with a lot of people at South Carolina State. I tell the stories all the time. This is 2009. We were close to graduating, well, a year ahead, and we had people switch to business. This is 14 years ago because writing programs was too tough. You know, I'm going to say this in the Black community, we never like to choose hard degrees, but when we don't make any money, we want to blame the white people and somebody else. When you can do the same degree, you can go to school to be an engineer, you can go to school to be a programmer, you can go to school to be a medical doctor. We like to go and join fraternities and sororities, and then when it's time to come up with paychecks, we want to blame everybody else for our lack of credentials when you've had the same opportunity to go to school. I'm telling y'all from firsthand experience, from teaching for the last 9 years, many of the tech classes I teach do not have us in there. It is full of international students. It is full of some baby boomers, and it's full of people of other nationalities. The Black community really has to retrain, and we are losing every day. You don't have to believe me. Just look at all the people. Just look at all the people you know in the tech field. Now everybody's trying to get into it, but what people don't realize is unless you go to the right kind of tech field, you're still going to have to take years to get into it. I have tried for years to tell people to do computer science since 2006, computer science, IT, anything. People looked at me as if I was dumb. Now we're seeing people trying to gravitate towards it. See, this is the thing. You switch to the field, now you get the degree in 4 to 5 years. You still have to get the experience because what people think, oh, I'm going to switch to cybersecurity or something, and I'll be able to get a job like that. No, you might have 5,000 other people ahead of you. What people need to realize is 5 or 6 years ago, when people told you to switch to the correct career field, you thought, oh, I'm going to go to grad school and get my MBA and I'm going to get a pay raise. It doesn't work like that. You have to have vision in life. I say it in my videos. Vision will save your life. You have to think 10 to 15 years down the line. There's no other way to say it. Dr. Diggs, do you foresee... I was not great at math to do computer science. DRS met him. I was not the smartest person to do math. That's the wrong thing. You can't have that mindset. You could be a great doctor. It's all about having heart and about work ethic. I'm still not that great at math. As you get older, there are computer systems that do a lot of that stuff. You don't have to be the best at math to do that. What if tech is not an interest? Don't cuss. If tech is not an interest, then what are you planning to do? You could write that. Let me add, Dr. Diggs, do you foresee being... No, UBI is not coming to save people. Because, okay, if you could Google this while you're listening to the stream. Y'all saw where Paris is having clashes over there. The people in Paris are mad because they're trying to raise the retirement rate age. I think it's from 67 to 72. What people do not realize in the United States of America, we are about to have a 15 to 20 year age gap. People are not having kids. The United States has one of the most lowest birth rates right now. My parents had 3 of us. My aunts and my aunts and uncles, and on my mom and dad's side, everybody had at least 3+ children. The average person now has 1 child. When somebody in the baby boomer generation used to would retire, they maybe had 5 to 6 people that would replace them. Automation is going to be even needed even more because we're going to have people and we don't have anybody to replace them. Yeah. So it is very, very serious out here. Yeah, you don't have to be great at math to do computer science or IT or management information systems. Come on, people. I graduated from my high school. I graduated at the bottom. I graduated the last person in 2002. You were talking to somebody that graduated with a 2.0333 grade point average out of high school. After high school, I'm going to tell everyone the game of life resets. That's all you need to know. The game of life resets once you get your high school diploma. Yeah, that's why I'm doing the AI. Yes, the good thing is to learn about artificial intelligence and machine learning. If you don't want to do tech, there are trades. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do recommend trades. HVAC, electricians, mechanics. Yeah, those are the backbones of the United States of America. I've said that from the beginning. Blue collar and white collar are going to be the future of the world. Even the people in the blue collar field are going to have to learn how a lot of the computer systems work, because it is going to help them do their job more efficiently. Yes, once they start building a bridge, they cannot stop building it. So yes, so we will move on. The recession, we are already in a recession, regardless of what they're saying. Yeah, professor, I have a bachelor's in computer and taught at IT for 10 years. Yes, I've been teaching technology for like 9 years. So DRS metal, you can't let that be a holdback. Yes, if you have a disability, you still can learn about stuff. Trust me, you have some of the laziest people I know that have some of the best degrees, but they don't have a work ethic. Having heart and believing in yourself and not taking no for an answer is the best thing to have in any degree. I believe, and I know I could have went to be a neurosurgeon if I wanted to go be a neurosurgeon. I just didn't have that desire to go be a brain doctor. That's how you have to encourage kids, and that's how you have to tell kids now. You can be whatever you want to be. You're going to have to work at it. You're going to have to fail at it. But we can't continue to have a world to where we continue to let people say, hey, well, I wasn't good at this. Because I've heard a lot of people say, well, I didn't do good in this in school, so I ain't going into it. So you can go to make $40,000 to $50,000 a year. Do you know there are kids out of high school that get paid about $20 to $25 an hour now that don't even have a degree? And you can't be 40 to 50 years old making $40,000 to $50,000 a year. If you are making that kind of money, you have failed as an adult. Sorry to say that, but I'm being honest. Because if you are 50 years old, that means you graduated high school in 1991. That means you were born in 73. That means the 1990s was the tech evolution. How do you not have a college degree? Anybody, I would say, does anybody born after about 1970 will make you 53? I'm going to say about 1965. Because if you were born after 65, that means you were in school in the 83. I say after about 1970 to be safe. If you were born after about 1970, you don't have an excuse not to have a college degree. Especially if you were born in the 80s like I was. If you were born in the late 90s, you don't have any excuse not to have a trade or a college degree, one of the two. There is no excuse. I am not even biting on that. So we're going to move forward. The recession. So I talked about McDonald's. Oh man, somebody else had remote layoffs. So let's talk about the recession. So but let's see. S&P 500 ends lower as recession fears take center stage. Oh, before I talk about this, let's see the Paris riot over retirement age. They were rioting today. I might be got the age wrong. Okay, so it's 20. So it's my bad. I was 62 to 64. So y'all know the French people are very, very big on retiring and, living a very comfortable life. So working 2 extra years will pretty much cause a lot of havoc. I'm trying to find for the news today because I saw this on the news earlier. Here we go. Y'all know over here, we keep borrowing money from the retirement fund. And these people are pretty pissed. So 2 years is, people don't think about it. 2 extra years to retire is a lot because You only pretty much promised 70 years. So they're saying, whoa, I got to do all this hard work for 30 something years. And then I got to wait an extra 2 years. In the United States, I think the retirement age is 70. I think they're raising it for 70. Yep. So, but one of the things is I was talking about earlier, the retirement age in America is 70, and we already have a workforce gap. So when you talk about automation being added to the mix, they're going to increase the use of automation. And with the workforce gap, there's not going to be anybody to work. Wherever you go now, I don't care where you live at in the United States, there are people, there are not people, there are companies and there are places that have hire signs everywhere. Nobody wants to work right now. So the reason I brought that up is because about their retirement age. And over here in America, we're going to feel some of the same problems because we don't have enough people to work. So the recession 2023. Regardless of what people say, we're in a recession. The market is slowly closing. I just want people to think about this. There were a lot of people that got the money from the Trump administration and the Biden administration, never got that kind of money before in their life. A lot of people are overextending what they're doing. And this is where we're at right now. So one of the first signs that we were in trouble was when that bank crashed, that a lot of people invested into it with cryptocurrency. I'm sorry to say this, but I knew with the cryptocurrency, there was no way. At the beginning, people made a lot of money. I want y'all to think about this and think about this very closely. Any place to where you could walk off the street and do something and make money off it does not last. The cryptocurrency, the trading, even to be a stock market trader, you have to learn how that works. What people were doing were saying, hey, I have $500. I'm going to be able to invest and make 500,000. The game of life does not work like that. That's why a lot of that stuff crashed. People can still invest into it if they want to, but we're in the fourth quarter of life right now. It's not halftime anymore. It's not the first quarter to where everybody's filling each other out. If you watch a game, we're not filling each other out anymore. It's game time now. You have to have a plan. Most people do not have a plan right now. That's where we're at. And look at the people that do not have a plan, that were gambling, that were playing around in life. So I mean, what I want y'all to look at is to really look at the news for what it is, because a news station will put out what they want you to see, and you really need to look out and see what is there. So we know the banking crisis was going to increase, the recession. Let me find something where this crap is not on it. So the credit crunch is already here. I don't know if y'all know this, but banks, I cannot stand with that. Can't stand when that pops up. I'm gonna have to use my other browser and tune it up. So this article right here is stating that 2 million jobs could be lost by the end of the year. I'm pretty much thinking, I have a feeling it's going to be a rough Christmas for a lot of people. It's going to be a rough after the summer. Y'all already know, y'all got family members, and I know people that are trying to travel that don't have any money. If you don't have money right now, y'all know family members tell them to stay their ass at home. No, there's no other way to talk about this kind of stuff. Yes, I think the jobs report comes out tomorrow or next week for the month of March. Y'all know what's happening is we are adding jobs and enough people. This is like one of the craziest things. I mentioned this numerous times before. Too many people are still working for the economy. Too many people are spending money, but I wonder where they're getting money from. I don't know where people are getting money from, to be honest, because a lot of people are not working. Y'all look at this right here. Manufacturing payrolls are down 4,000. Yeah. That was the labor report for March. I think they released the labor report like the first Friday or the second Friday of the preceding month. So this labor report will talk about, let's see, they might be already released it. Okay, well, they might be already released it. It's talking about March. So this might be the most current one. So manufacturing jobs are down. Even though the unemployment rate is low, y'all know a lot of people are not even looking for jobs right now. They're sitting at home chilling. Because you know why? Oh, I know why a lot of people are not looking for jobs. It's tax season. Everybody's looking for that money. So people are going to ball hard until the end of the summer comes, about July, August. Then they're going to start looking for a job. Y'all know what's going to be going on then. More companies are going to lay people off. We're going to be in a worse financial situation. And there are not going to be any jobs. Even with the housing market, houses are falling, but people cannot afford a $3,000 a month mortgage. I don't know too many people that can afford a $3,000 a month mortgage. Not at all. Food, everything. As I think as Malcolm X said, the chickens are coming home to roost. It is coming. And in the Bible, they have a verse. Everybody has to render unto Caesar. That's what's about to happen too. People are about to render unto Caesar. And we know more people. Right now, the recession is here and it's just hitting the tech field. So people are like, oh, the tech field. I say certain tech jobs are unstable, but without technology, I wouldn't be able to talk to y'all via the internet. Hospitals wouldn't be able to have surgeries and stuff because a lot of this stuff use computer systems, manufacturing companies, cars. Just look at the technology out there. So I am just going through, feel free to look at these articles on your own, but I encourage everybody to read this stuff for yourself. Do not take at face value what a news organization is telling you, because everything changes. What are your dollars on underneath? Oh, I'm going to talk about that next, about the dollar. So speaking of that, we're going to talk about the US dollar. So the US dollar is not powerful. Y'all know back in the day or recently, people would love to have their money in the USD, United States dollar. So right here on Fox Business, China, Malaysia to discuss Asian Monetary Fund to reduce dependence on US dollar. So for those people that travel overseas and do other things, the US dollar, the exchange rate used to be pretty powerful. It is dwindling down. Even going some way where saying you were a US citizen was powerful, but nobody's really dependent on our money anymore. I mean, we're writing checks to Ukraine, y'all. I think they've sent Ukraine like $100 billion already. Dollar dominance isn't going anywhere. It might not be going anywhere, y'all, but things are really, in a storm right now. So we're looking at this page right here. Yeah. End of dollar dominance will also spell demise of U.S. hegemony. I think I pronounced that correct. I hate when people write these articles with all these crazy big words in them and stuff. Oh. So here's some random stories. Won is euro to become the second largest currency. So the won, I think I pronounced yen. I guess I pronounced that correctly. Surpassed the euro to become the second largest currency in foreign reserves of Brazil. Yeah, largely because of Western sanctions and being excluded from much of the global financial system. Okay, so yeah, it is a perfect storm. Too much money is going to the military. No, when you say military, we really actually need to put more money into our U.S. military. I mean, if that's what you're referring to. Our military is the most powerful in the world, but we're slowly getting outdone by other ones. So the U.S. could weaken another 15% over 18 months as cooling inflation prompts Fed to cut rates. And they're probably going to raise the rates again, y'all. I don't know when exactly they're going to raise them, but they are going to raise the rates again. I think it's maybe May or June they meet again, but it's probably coming. And y'all know every time we have a political election, this is the kind of stuff that happens. I'm in South Carolina. Gas is about $3.20 for 87, about $3.70 for 89, and $4 for 93. Y'all can put where y'all living at and put your price of fuel in there. That's something nobody else is really talking about. The price of gas, how they just snuck it in there when they say gas is going down, but it's an election season. But I don't know what people are really talking about with other stuff, but I do know the price of gas has went up tremendously. So that means that the price of gas is up, airline tickets are up, rental cars are up. I know it being Easter weekend, everybody's traveling, buying the Easter hams, getting the Easter dresses, and everything. Oh, let me zoom in to go back to that. So U.S. dollar could weaken another 15% over the next 18 months. And y'all know the next 18 months will be a year and a half, almost close to the presidential election. So here's where we're at right now. The U.S. dollar, which measures the strength, they saying it has declined over 2.46%. Let's go to the U.S. dollar index. I like to show y'all factual information. So that way y'all can say, I watch Dr. Dick's channel. He actually goes to articles. He's not blabbing. So you can see right here, the U.S. dollar index, it is 924. This is factual information. Snapshot. Yep. The high was $1 101. The value, not the value. The actual index was 101.95. Now it's at 101.90. Yep. And it's going down. Trade time was at 9:26, so it is 9:52 in South Carolina. That was about 30 minutes ago. So we have a lot of money we printed out, and a lot of money the U.S. is just shelling out, which is reasons on why we're dealing with what we're dealing with right now. So we're going to go to automation, the last part, automation and jobs. So these are some articles on the impact of automation on workers. One of the things I want to now y'all want to see how articles are. Y'all remember Goldman Sachs said 300 million jobs. Dice now says 800 million jobs. I'm just showing y'all factual how they can turn an article to get it to say what they want it to say. AI could eliminate pretty much what it's saying, 800 million jobs. The other article, according to it, could end up 300 million. Some 29% of computer and mathematical jobs are potentially vulnerable to AI takeover. Yes, it can produce productivity, but this is the thing I want people to remember. AI will eliminate jobs, but it's going to create jobs. And the thing is, the kind of jobs that it will create, you have to have training to get. That's why the 3 things you need to do is retrain on a STEM skill set or a blue collar skill set. 2, you need to learn how automation works. Machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning. 3, you need to reevaluate, can your job be eliminated? If your job can be eliminated, you need to learn, you need to get in the ball game and retrain. And for those people out there too, if you have the money, you can invest in these kind of technologies, because there's going to be probably IPOs that pop up with these kind of technologies that you can invest in to make yourself a lot of money. Remember, y'all, in the 2008 recession, all the people lost their jobs. There were people that became millionaires because they were able to invest. So one report says 300 million. One report says 800 million. Now, America Merrill Lynch says, let's see, this report from 2019, y'all, says 800 million jobs deleted by 2035. This was from 3 years ago before the pandemic even happened. So as y'all can see, that's a big jump. 500 million. One article says 300. One article says 800. Either way, jobs are going to be eliminated. Ooh, ear itch. And this is talking about around the world. So y'all, this is not just the United States. This is talking about everywhere. If y'all don't know what Dice is, it's like a big recruiting company. I applied to, it's like a temp agency or a company that can help get jobs, not a temp agency, but it's a place where you can apply to. They like have job postings and stuff. So again, automation is coming. Make sure you have a job. And how do you have a job? Let's see what this article says. Let's see if what I'm saying is true, or am I just blowing smoke? Let's see if it lists any jobs. Nope, this article doesn't list any jobs. Certain articles do list jobs. Let's see, jobs that can be automated. Come on, spell it out. Finance and banking. I've said this to people already. People that work in banks, y'all, they rarely have brick and mortar banks. We don't need anyone to really work in banks anymore. Finance and banking. It is something pretty much that is really done by computer systems. Get off the screen. Y'all, I'm gonna use my other thing next time because all of these things just keep popping up. And I can't take that. Legal services. I've talked about the legal services, the lawyers. Y'all even saw the article about the lawyers. I've even talked about the lawyers being eliminated. Manufacturing, factory workers. I talk about them very, very big. Manufacturing is the backbone of America, but we don't have people that want to work. And we don't have people that want to do anything. But before that even came about, companies were trying to figure out ways to produce their production. Agriculture. I grew up on a farm. I've seen the automated tractors now. You know, farming now is primarily technology based. So that's hard to believe, but I'm pretty confident. When we say, the tractors can do some of the harvesting, but I have to look more into the agriculture, but I do know there are robotic tractors that help out. Healthcare. Yeah, gas and bread will be $6. Yeah, I was telling people last year gas is going to get up to $7. So it still might be headed there. Healthcare. Psychiatrists, internists, and general practitioners. I'm kind of unsure about this one. They're still going to have medical doctors some kind of way. Or nurses. It can use predictive measures, but you're still going to have people, just like in the tech field, a subject matter expert that knows what is going on. So again, retrain. Two, the other thing I talked about is research and learn about how automation works. The third thing is see if your job can be automated. Possibly the fourth one is to think about investing into these types of technologies. Just like people invested in crypto, they're investing into the houses and stuff. So yes. So the housing market. Everybody wanted to be a real estate agent. Nope. That's not gonna Hopefully rents and some prices tank. We're gonna look at this last little bit. It's been 59 minutes. Y'all know me, I only like to hold y'all an hour. I know people have stuff to do. This is what some investor says. Of course, you're gonna say that. You want people to buy more. So I saw this article. Baby boomers are buying up all the houses, but millennials like myself will where you to get your grief from matter. Adele Jean, yes, to an extent, it will matter, but that's a good question. It depends on what your degree is going to be in, or whether you want to go to school in person and online. I'm not saying go to some like big time university, but that's a good question. I'll have to debate that one. Oh yeah, Miss Price wrote a good one. I'm gonna go to that one before we go. OPEC did cut production, y'all, of crude oil. So, but y'all know why baby boomers are up here, because baby boomers have a lot more cash right now. Millennials are in so much debt with college degrees, etc., to where, of course, they can't afford a house. I mean, how many people can afford a $500,000 house? It kind of outpriced them, Yes, they'll say y'all make more money, but y'all have to think about it. Some people just cannot afford a $20,000 payment. So rent and everything is going down eventually. I don't know how soon, y'all, but the article states it. I wouldn't hold my breath on that. So let's see. Last one, OPEC cutting production. Y'all know gas prices on glad Miss Price bought this up. Oil gas is about to go up for all of y'all that want to go travel out the country, because people don't realize when they cut production, prices are about to go up. While oil prices are up, and what this means for you, anybody with common sense knows if oil prices are up, that means the price of fuel is about to get higher. That means the prices in the stores are going to get higher, because most food is bought on 18-wheelers, which require diesel, and it takes a lot of money. So OPEC announced it would cut the production by 1 million barrels of crude oil a day. For some context, there are about 100 million barrels of oil produced worldwide, so 1% of the global supply. Y'all, I do not know why. I do not know why they're cutting production, but that is very scary. That means crude oil, the price of crude oil it was about $80. Prior to this, oil prices were $60 and $70. So yeah, they had already cut production by 2 million barrels a day. So since October last year, they have cut, it's going to be about 3 million barrels a day, y'all. So I don't know if OPEC is in with the Green Deal, trying to force people to go to electric cars. So for those of y'all out there that love driving internal combustion motors like myself, hold on tight. I will not buy an electric car. I like hearing an internal combustion motor, internal ICB, as my friend says, internal combustion motor. So yes. So yes. So last little thing, an attempt by the cartel to put a floor on oil price and signal that $80 number. They're talking about China, the collapse of Silicon Bank, OPEC Plus. They want a higher price. Gas is maybe going to cost some more money, but hopefully not a ton. Man, gas is going to go up, and diesel. Nah, that's definitely a real thing. I think Ms. Price announced it. We might be headed for $6 and $7 gas during the travel season. Y'all know that old lie they talking about. They switched to a different blend. I'm like, y'all switched to a different blend. So we're going to end on that note. I'm going to go through some comments. Glad you were here, Mika Cahoon. First time catching a solo stream. Finding about where Erica. Let's go. Yep. I will be on Erica's channel again on Tuesday. How do you too? Black Baron, yes, it is still a worthwhile career. I would make sure I continue to train and I learn more about tech. Just don't be one dimensional in the tech field. Thank you. You are a legit person. Found my faculty page. Yep, I'm trying my best to help everybody out. It is great that you and Erica Dave are data-driven, community importance of emotional intelligence and data to people. That is really a ruling class mentality foundation for Black people in the USA. Yes. One of the things I like to let people know is look for the information. That's why I just don't sit here and talk. I go to it and actually click onto it with y'all. Big discussions in 76 technology. Hey, how you doing? Baby boomers, Joey Bandana, are either going to have to be trained or they are going to be left out of the job market. Many of them should be close to exiting right now or investing their money. Trump is the symptom. When we say Trump is the symptom, y'all, Trump is just a figment of not our imagination, but he's just here to cover up everything else. There are other issues. People are really trying to distract you with a lot of what's going on. And I agree. Celebrity gossip, all other kinds of stuff going on. Y'all, we have some very, very serious problems. This is a key comment right here. Don't be surprised. They're not going to ban it, but they're going to try to regulate it. I have not really ate from McDonald's in years, y'all. It is it is not real food. And I didn't hear and see nobody responded to this comment right here. Dr. Dix, what do you foresee being done for displaced workers? Is it UBI? No UBI. I pretty much think they're going to increase taxes on a lot of stuff to help out. We have to remember they're trying to come up with UBI, another form of unemployment, but we cannot afford just to pay people to sit at home. Look at what we did for the first 2 or 3 years of the pandemic. Inflation is getting high. Oh, they could write it off as taxable income. You know, it's next year. Companies will write this off as bad debt. So they invest $30 million DRS metal. They're able to write it off. It's all about lowering your taxable income. And I'm learning a lot about how taxes work. VAT can fund UBI, tax to robots. These are the fields, y'all. Product management, software testing. You have to be real careful about those because those can be automated. Especially software testing, but somebody still has to know how to work on that. No, what is tech is not an interest. I don't curse people out, but I'm just going to be real with people. If you're not into tech or any kind of STEM field or blue collar, your job is going to be, unless you're helping people, you know, unless you're like a psychologist or helping people with depression or mental issues. We have a lot of that going on, law enforcement, those types of things. You got to really think about it. Yeah. For Red James, I work in IT and they're automating everybody, including IT. That's why I'm learning. Yeah. Artificial intelligence and machine learning is everything. Yeah, and I know big discussion 76. We're talking about how the Black community does not go to school for hard degrees. And then 20 years down the line, we want to complain and try to go back to school and play from behind. I would say that publicly. It is what it is. A lot of us are not in the classes. Even my students are not. A lot of us are not even in the classrooms. Yeah, a trade, HVAC, electricians, plumbers, they're building buildings. You could be a landscaper, garbage pickup. You could start a garbage company. I mean, I mentioned that so many times. Let's see the other comments. We talked about the dollar crashes. I've talked about the nations leaving the dollars. People are definitely going to be scrambling this summer. Yeah. Gas and bread will be $6. And I think Ms. Price answered this. She was talking about where you to get your degree from. I see her in the comments talking about WGU, Western Governors University. So y'all be able to see this live chat. Thank you. I am Adele Jean. I just try to educate people. By the way, I have a video coming out tomorrow called, the name of it is Man versus Machine, Who is Going to Win? So I have to upload it. Dr. Dix, are you a network engineer? No, I'm not a network engineer. I am a professor and I work for the government. I've done a lot of things, but my main thing now is teaching and working for the government and talking to people about automation. Yeah, bricks is what people should research and go into education's teacher or leaving daily. Yeah, if you go into education, pick something to where it's transferable to where if it's tech or blue collar, pick something. Right now, you cannot pick what you like to do. You got to pick what makes money. You first get your foot in the door to make money, then you can have a hobby. So again, if y'all are not following me on my Instagram, I am going to post all of that below the video. Follow me on Instagram, Dr. Patrick Dix on LinkedIn. And again, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. I am not going to take much more of your time up. It is Thursday evening, and I know people have stuff to do. I wanted to get that out. So again, you never know, and I'll have another live sometime soon, but I will be releasing a video. Again, thank you again. Like, share, subscribe to the video, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.